everyone, this is Miri from Miri's View channel. So today I want to talk about getting teacher's recommendation. Overall, I want to talk about 4 points today. First, what is a teacher's recommendation letter? Why is it important? And second, what is a good versus great teacher's recommendation? And 3, what you should do. And 4, how you should ask. Especially during this time of COVID-19, it's very difficult from the admission side because a lot of the tests are getting cancelled and now they're gearing towards more subjective view of this person more than the scores. So the teacher's recommendation plays a huge role here. So try to think about the teacher's recommendation ahead of time. So let's talk about how you can do that today. So what is a teacher's recommendation? When you're applying to colleges, not only you submit like a GPA and the scores, but you also ask to get a recommendation directly sent to the colleges from teachers. So teacher's recommendation is very important because it reveals a character about you aside from the scores. And it really provides a personal opinion of the teacher that really no one can see from the paper and application itself. So it's very important to receive a great teacher's recommendation here. So according to the Dean of Harvard admissions, he stated that the teacher's recommendation is extremely important. So if you are one of the applicants that are around the same level, then teacher's recommendation can definitely bump you up, or even the scholarship consideration. So getting a good recommendation is obviously a good thing, but getting a great recommendation is highly recommended. So second, what is a good versus great recommendation? So I've prepared 2 sentences and let's hear it out. The first sentence is, I'll use my name. Miri is a motivated student. When 2 of our writers were out sick on the day of their deadlines, editor-in-chief, Miri, sprang into action, delegating articles to other writers and staying up well into the night writing any missing content. Do you hear the difference? Let's talk about why it is great. Really knowing what's a great recommendation, it's going to help you because it's going to set you a plan to get to the great recommendation because you know what it is. So in the great recommendation, there are a few factors that's going in. So first, the teacher uses very direct and strong languages for you. And it really depends on what kind of words that you choose in very specific languages. Not only the teacher generally mentions that you are a good student, but they also can mention a very specific scenario and example about you. And also teacher helps you to communicate about your future goals. It's like Miri's future goal is to become a mathematician, to do this and that, and that's why Miri is putting a lot of time and effort into math, and this is what I saw her doing in this scenario, etc. And overall, the tone of the recommendation needs to be very enthusiastic about this student and really wants to introduce Miri to the world, like that kind of tone. So 3, what you should do. Overall, you need to be very strategic. Usually students ask, so when you want to start prepare earlier, the better it is because you want to kind of determine who you want to ask from early on so that you can kind of set the plan ahead in a way that you have more interaction with them, you have more conversation with them, you clearly communicate what you want to do. So it doesn't mean that you disregard the rest of the teachers, but specifically communicate more to the teachers that you choose. So personally, I chose a math teacher who was also a math coach. I already knew that I wanted to get it from him because I was having a great interaction with him. And ultimately, from that interaction, he really valued my character. And in the math team and math Olympiad in my high school, he appointed me as a math captain, which also led to another huge leadership factor in my resume. And he wrote a great recommendation for me. So it's very important to choose who you want to get it from, and you want to plan ahead so that you can have a constant interaction with him, not only like a month before the admissions, but over a year. And a few other things that you can do is obviously getting a good grade in the teacher's class is important, and show genuine interest that you really love this subject, doing your homework, being prepared for the class, etc. And demonstrate initiatives. Not only you're really attending the class and doing the homework, but do more than that. Maybe you help a student or you do presentations a lot and you show a leadership skills in that class, or even after class you come up to the teacher to ask further questions and communicate, etc. So treat them as your mentor who's going to help you for your future. So last but not least, 4, how you should ask. Plan ahead again. Don't give them like a week or 2, but give them plenty of time to write a great recommendation for you. Don't say like, okay, I love math, you're a math teacher, I want to get it from you. But you want to say like, so I was originally interested in math and I've been heavily involved in math classes and I learned a lot from you, and I also interacted at the math team with you, and your advice and your guidance had a huge impact on me, and I really want to get a recommendation from you because I really respect you and I really learned a lot from you. So approach very genuinely to the teacher. You want to prepare an email that includes your resume, your strengths, so that you can give them as much reference as possible to write a strong recommendation letter. So you want to prepare in a packet to give them ahead. And after they wrote your recommendation, please write a thank you letter to them because they spent time to write you a letter recommendation. That was 4 points about getting a great letter of recommendation today. Pick teachers that you want to get a recommendation from ahead of time and get a lot of communication with them and clearly communicate your future goals and your interest in the subject, etc. And then you'll be able to get a great recommendation. And thank you so much for watching my video today. And if this video was helpful, please like and subscribe and comment below. Have a great day. Bye-bye.